me again.
Let me mash it up again. Let me do this one more time. Feel like we mash it up again. Yeah. I can do this one more time. One more time. One more time. Yeah. One more time. Give praises, yeah, for all the positives, even the negatives. Give praises, yeah, for all the memories, even discrepancies. Give praises, yeah. Put your hand up in the sky, wave it up, shake it up. Give praises, yeah. Put your hand up in the sky, high, high. Give thanks for every show, 'cause you never know would be the last one that you go. Give thanks for every fair, but never forget would be the last time that you fret. Sweat. I love you vibes and drink up, tell the neighbor, drink up when the pressure build up. Wake up, we don't want no fighting in here. Go find a partner, team up and the two of y'all just free up. Don't wait until your time up. This is about the start of the year. Give praises, yeah, for all the positives, even the negatives. Give praises, yeah, for all the memories, even the discrepancies. Give praises, yeah. Put your hand up in the sky, wave it up, shake it up. Give praises, yeah. Put your hand up in the sky, high, high. When the fete is timeless, one night to live. Yeah, give thanks all the bad hangover. Think positive. Yeah, we get on the wildest. Don't be deceived. We can do this over and over. Better believe. Yeah. No point in you working and grinding all year if you can't enjoy every cent while you here. Let me mash it up again. Let me do this one more time. Let me do this one more time. Feel like I mash it up again.
Yeah, now we do this one again. Yeah, yeah,
Give praises, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Give praises, give praises. If you can hear me, put your hands up in the chat. As long as you can hear me, put your hands up in the chat. You may not be able to see me, because I can't see me. But if you can hear me, I'd like to. Look at that, look at that. I see something happening by me. Woi, pam, pa-da-da-da, pam, pam, pam. Alikama. Hey! No, too far. Oh, that's where you're going there. Woi. I'm ready. If you all cannot see me, put your hand in the chat. Somebody. If you can't see me, put your hand in the chat. Either way, we're there. Hey, people, just in case you're hearing me, I'm not sure. Kamal should be hearing me loud and clear. Good. All right, yeah. Lucy says she can hear me. Mark says she can hear me, but they cannot see me. Okay, so let me see if I can help you all out there. In fact, you know what? Let me not interfere with what's going on there. Let me just let it take its natural course. Okay, here I am. I want to be there. Let me just let it take its natural course in the meantime, between time. Okay? Here. Okay. Just now, guys. Just now. Somebody says I'm hearing, I'm not seeing. Let me just get what's going on there. Oh, y'all seeing me now. Y'all must be seeing me now. All right? Yeah, because I'm seeing me. And the moment I'm seeing me, I know y'all are seeing me. That's the key here. Y'all are seeing me. Guys, let me tell you all. Let me tell you all what happened. Let me just start it off nicely. All right. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Y'all should be seeing me now. Y'all know what's going on. I am here with you in the morning time. It is Friday. And I know we promised you all something nice, but I don't even know what's what yet. Yes, now. There you go. They put in some more light on me there. I don't know if I get blacker in the I don't know if I got blacker during Carnival. So if I'm squinting, it's because they put the light directly in my eye. They put the light directly in my eyes. So if I'm looking away and that kind of thing, but don't worry. I know y'all are seeing me, and y'all are seeing me the way y'all are meant to see me. Yeah, I'm all right. I don't know where I'm watching either, but I'm watching two cameras. Anyway, guys, morning to everybody. Thank you very much for being here in the morning time. Thank you very much for joining us for what might just be, I don't know that it's going to be our final day, because I'm not able to put up what I'm supposed to put up this morning yet, but nonetheless, let me, before I bring in my guests, I have guests and I have guests, all right? Let me, before I go in there, give a little rundown of what's going on. Never Me Again, Never Me Again. You know that song there? Let me tell you, that I think is my theme song for after Carnival. All right, Never Me Again. You all know I always love this song, but this song happens to mean a little more to me, and I think I'm going to add a verse to this song. I'm going to add a verse to this song at some point. Never Me Again. I want to show you all something. At this moment, I'm not at my 100, just so you all know. I want to show you all something. Look at this. This is no thing show. I just want to give you all a little piece. You seeing this? Everybody seeing this? Yeah. Y'all seeing this? Yeah. Y'all seeing this? So this is what's happening all over my body, and I'm forced to put some big clothes because Kamala was laughing at me and all kind of thing. Loud shout out, Cutty Ranks. Good to have me back again. Let me tell you, I actually am forced to put some big clothes because it's painful. Okay, I literally got red. Red. I literally got red. I got burnt because I'm grateful I was able to walk the stretch. Day one of Carnival, I walked to the roundabout. I walked to the VG roundabout right there next to the airport, and I took a ride right back. By 2:30, I was already home. Showered and chilling. By 2:30, yeah, I was home, done, gone. Okay, that was the end of that for me. Day two, I was dragged down the road by Soup. Soup dragged me down. So I am proud to say that I walked the entire route, Mega J to Mega J. Well, not the entire route. When I got to the waterfront there, about that roundabout right there, I paused, and Super and I took our time, and a couple other, and we took our time to walk back. So I had a blast. For some of you winding down and drinking the rum and everything, that might have been the whole thing. My thing was I was very happy that I was able to walk back and forth, and I did it with Soup, big Soup. Although Soup rested a couple times, but let me tell you, Soup strong. For a big guy, Soup is strong. And so, as a matter of fact, I was also at some point when it started raining. I got scolded there by Soup. Get on that truck. Stand up on that truck. You're not supposed to get in the rain. Nobody wanted me to get wet in the rain. I was well taken care of. All right. I had a lot of mothers and fathers on the road telling me what to do, what not to do. You cannot go there. Some men smoking over there. You're not allowed to go over there. Go over there. Go over there. So thank you very much to everybody, who took care of me and made sure that I was okay, and to the police officers who allowed me to get a proper parking spot, close enough, so that when it was time, I could just jump in my vehicle and get out. They made the accommodations. Let me say thank you very much, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. And also, just for fun, Carnival Band, let me reach out to Fusion Mass. That's who I played Mass with, just for fun and Fusion. Even though I walk through and out, that's what I did. All right, so let me say big up you all. I appreciate you all. All right, but obviously the Just for Fun family took care of me. And if you all saw Just for Fun bag, boy, oi. My bag, them fellas send a bag for me. If you all see me on the airport with that bag tomorrow, just know that is a Just for Fun bag. Beautiful leather bag. I appreciate it. But all good things must come to an end. Let me give you all quickly what I found. One of the things I was disappointed in most on the road is some of the DJs. I don't know if you all don't get the fact, and even the bands too, the band leaders and whatnot. I think you all have a greater say in this, and you all should prep your all DJs for that. You may call me a hypocrite. People on the road in the little bathing suit and the little thongs and all of that, and the children are there. Rubbish. We're on the beach all the time. The obscene language, the music, the unedited music, that was a no-no. All right? We could have done better. We could have done better in terms of DJing. It's a family event. Children are on the road watching the mass and all of that. And the obscene language, the raw music some of those DJs were playing, we have no business with that. All right, it should not be. It should not be. We have better music than that. All right, and even though we have a song that we like and with obscene language in there must be a radio edit. And I've always said that to you guys. If you're going to send music to us, the first thing you all will cry, boy, them fellas doesn't play our music. If you send any obscene music our way, anything that we're not going to play it. I'm not going to make any bones about it. I'm not going to pretend that I will not play it. And because you and I good, you're going to bring a song for me that's saying things that not radio worthy, that I'm going to play it. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. I do not care who's upset. So from here on out, if you figure, boy, that on this and that on that, that on sush, that on them fellas fighting class, if that's what you want to call it, that's what you want to call it. That's on you. We're not going to play it. All right. So don't expect me to accept it on the road. There must be a radio version. Must be. There must be a clean version. There must be a version that is rated E for everyone. There must be. Okay? Because there are little children on the road. And what are we doing? What are we doing? Playing that kind of obscene music. What are we sending out to the rest of the world? That's the music we have? No. We had beautiful music. We have beautiful music. We will continue making beautiful music. All right? That we do not need the obscene language to get noticed. We are being noticed for all the amazing things. We are being noticed for all the great people that we have. We are being noticed for the beautiful music, our wonderful island. We have a beautiful tourism product. Okay, we've been noticed for that. Okay, let us keep that. And no, somebody says that's why I don't take my kids to Carnival. I don't think. It's you can only now you can see me. I don't think it is a case where we should not bring our children. It's the same way where we have fighting in a party or fighting in a fete, and we think we should not go to fete or we should shut down the fete. No, I don't think this is fair. I think we should take the bad elements out. I think we should get the people that fighting, killing one another, and poor boy, may he rest in peace. I don't know what he was involved in. I really do not care what he was involved in at this point. I'm not going to do the investigation. That's not for me to do. The point remains that a young man got stabbed. Whether he was involved in something or not, yeah, he should not have been involved in it. But it just goes to show a young man got stabbed on day one of Lucia Carnival. He died. He died. Barely 22, 23 years old. All right, he died. Okay? Is that what we want to put out there? We don't want to put this out there. All right. I saw, and before Carnival, I spoke about this. I spoke about the security guards that are being hired for the road to protect the patrons. Some of the security guards were good, amazing, took people out of the band. Some of them were enjoying themselves. And by law, I mean, if you're a security guard, you're in a band, you're in a section, beautiful women, good music playing, you all in the rope, you're doing your job, it's not distracting, you're taking a little wind down, I support that 100%. But if you're a security guard taking drinks for people on the side of the road, encouraging your friends into the band and smoking right there among the patrons, and no, I do not forward that. I'm sorry. I do not forward it. I cannot forward it. Y'all need to vet your security guards before. You cannot just hire security guards on the fly. Some people open security companies and last minute they realize, boy, I need 10 fellas. You knew Carnival was coming. Vet those guys before. If a security company bringing security guards on board to the Carnival bands, all right, or for a Fete, have a meeting with all the security guards that they are supposed to have on board. Have a meeting with them. Tell them the do's and don'ts. Tell them what y'all will accept, and don't afraid to kick a security guard out of the band if it's nonsense that's going on. Don't be afraid to do that, okay? Because you are being paid to protect the patrons. You are being paid to maintain law and order, and you're not doing it right. That means you're not doing your job. That means you're not supposed to be there. Okay, you're not supposed to be getting paid for that. All right, so again, I make no bones about that. This is just where I'm at when it comes to that. So, security guard, the fighting, the obscene music that is being piped out through those huge speakers by our DJs. DJs, you can do better than that. Band, you can do better than that. Speak to them. Speak to them and tell them this is not all we have. We have great music that people would terrorize the Bum Bum Wall with on the Red Hill, which is what once it was called the Red Hill. I see Campari and thing on there. All right, we can do a lot with our music, our costumes, our beautiful people, our sites. We don't want to sell that kind of obscene thing out there, especially we have children there. But all in all, beautiful. Day one was kind of slow. Day one was as if day one there was some sort of disconnect. The vibe was slow. It was a more mellow vibe on day one. That's what I saw. Day two, revelers came out to revel. You understand? Y'all did thing. All right, y'all. Let me tell you, Duching was another. Hey, Martin, what you saying, my soul? I love you back, brother. Love you back. Love you back. The broadcast policy is needed, and it's real. Somebody says it's like a race to the bottom. You know, no, and I don't think so, Martin. I don't think so. I think sometimes it's just poor judgment, and sometimes our DJs, even radio stations, can get carried away, bro. And we're gonna have this conversation, Martin. I'm gonna invite Echo back here. As a matter of fact, Echo, I'm announcing we'll have a show right here on this radio station. We're gonna educate people as to what's going on and what's not. All right, artists especially, and we're gonna bring some artists in. For me, I think sometimes you just get carried away. You know, sometimes you get requests and people pushing you and you just say, hey, let me play that, because there's no harm if the people are asking for it. It does not really matter who's asking for it. It's who's playing it. Because at the end of the day, I'm promising you, I am not bashing the revelers right now. I'm not bashing the people winding down to the music. I'm bashing the DJs playing the music. We should know better. Let's do better. For those of you producing music, for those of you making music, I've nothing against the music. Whatever music you figure that suits you, it suits you. If you're going to make obscene music, make a radio version. And some of y'all, when you all make obscene music, it's so obscene that if we are to mute the parts that are obscene, really and truly you have no song. You might just have the, or D rather, D. 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 That's all you will have, all right, because it's so nasty. All right, get it together. One says, how much for a voice like yours, Springles? How much for a voice like mine? How do you mean, how much for a voice like mine? In terms of my tone, how deep my voice is, and whatnot, you may have to make my father meet your mother in another life, and chances are you just might not get my voice. Because from what I'm hearing, from what I know, not all my siblings have my voice. My sons, thankfully, they got it. My sons got it. A couple of my like it costs a lot. A couple of my siblings got it, but not everybody. Not everybody. So don't ask for that. If you want, I can sell some for you if you can use it. Somebody laugh my that's true. That's true. Some of their music, that's what it is. But guys, all in all, Carnival was beautiful. We came out, the numbers, the people, the visitors, the arrivals. It was nice, and people enjoyed the island, and our people, like it or not, we have a few bad apples. We had a little here and there going on. Well, we have a lot going on right now. But the reality of the situation is, we have an amazing product. Our people are beautiful. 238 square miles of sun, fun, and beautiful people. The bad apples cannot, the bad cannot outweigh our good. We're quite hospitable, and I know of people going back and saying that was their first time down here and they will be back again. I saw movie stars enjoying it, and here's what over there in the world you have people bothering the stars and all of that, and for us it's just carnival. Okay, one or two people wanted to take a photo with one or two other stars, but for us it's just carnival, it's just one people, and I think they appreciated that, the what they have to go through and run from the paparazzi and all of that. We do have a lot more paparazzi than we had in years gone by. This year it was influencers. If we took all the influencers and put them together, I'm sure they would have a section in the band. All the influencers. Next year we're going to make costumes for the influencers. What do you think, Kamal? Yeah? We're going to make costumes for the influencers. We're going to give them their own band.
I cry.
What do you do there?
I cry.
I cry. Somebody says, what about the start of the events? Can you speak on that? Yes, I can. The start of the events, and I reached out, I said it last time to CPMC and all of that. The one thing, and I tell you, the one thing, jazz, as on Carnival, jazz events, they start off on time. Jazz, when you talk about jazz, and I think jazz cultured you all, because somebody says, I hope the authorities, they're listening, make the necessary adjustments, and let's make it happen. It's going to happen, I promise you that. Jazz events, if they say they're starting at 2, they start at 2. Okay, they start at 2. They're not going to wait for the crowd. They're going to start at 2. Okay, so if you miss your favorite artist, that's on you. And you never even really know who's coming out first, who's this and who's that for jazz. You just know it's on. Okay, I do not, and I agree, the start of events, and it's not just the national events. The national events, I give you more blows, because to me, we are supposed to be better. The national events, we are supposed to be better than the fringe events. Okay, so I'm sure that there were things going on in the back end that we did not know about, that forced certain shows to start pretty late, because Panorama, for one, that was like way over. Okay, and I know from what I'm hearing, there was something going on in the background that they had no control over. However, that being said, if something is going on, patrons are there. Paying patrons are already there. One, we're not waiting for other patrons who decide to leave their home late. Two, if you're going to start late because of technical difficulties or whatever, make an announcement. Make a few announcements so that people understand what is going on, and people are not agitated, and people are not leaving the venues, and people are not giving you all licks later for it. Make some announcements. Guys, we apologize. We are for the late start, this and that. You don't have to give the details. Okay, this and that and that and that is going down. All right, and just give us a few moments more. Come back again, play some music, send somebody on, do something to keep the attention and to make people less agitated. Because I promise you, a little communication would go a long way for some of those shows that started an hour plus later. We don't like it. Okay, for the fringe events, if you promise to start at a certain time, start at a certain time. Like it or not, that thing about just the DJs playing music, holding us, just some songs playing in the background, thinking that we're okay with it, we're not okay with it. We are not okay with it. Don't do it and think it's going to pass off. All right, what you want to do is go in and say to people, this is happening, or send a DJ on to entertain the crowd. Okay, if nothing is going on, put a DJ in the middle of the stage. Play the songs. Get people hands in the air. Get people prepped and ready to go. Okay, I do not care who's upset. Not the guru on it, but I'm just telling you all what I know will work. I've been there. I know what it is. Somebody says, I saw Jael from our sister island, emotional review. I was touched by it. Next year, hopefully I will be coming home to enjoy. I like that. Come home, Tina, come home. Somebody says, facts, Panorama was a good example. Somebody says, they advertised gates open at a certain time, and people who left south just there waiting. We left early, come on, and there you go. And that's what I was saying. Somebody says, Sprinkles, we need to come up with a solution for the traffic during these events. I'm going to talk about that shortly. It's horrible and it can be dangerous. Somebody says, Pringles, can you speak to the small bands getting lost among the big bands? Should the small bands be allowed to move ahead of the bigger bands? There was also an issue with one of the small bands, Nexus Mass, never mentioned as one of the bands to cross the stage on Monday and Tuesday. Now, I can speak to the small bands and whatnot. I think people are choosing numbers. Maybe, and I'm not saying this to put any, because I really am not the professional when it comes to that part. I do not know what the planning is. I do not know what the thought process is behind this thing. When you put the small bands in, yes, I agree, they get lost, and sometimes you have one big band in front, one behind, and they look like a section between the two bands. I agree. Maybe it should have a dipping for the small bands. All right, so small bands, they go through first. It's a band that just goes through for second, third, they go through, and then there's another dipping for the bigger bands. So that the small bands go through, and and then you get into the bit, so they don't get lost. I agree 100% with that. All right, so probably speak to the people who are in Carnival, and I do think that CPMC and the jazz committee and all that, I think after the event, you should have a meeting with stakeholders. I myself have a lot to say. There are things that I'm not going to say here, but there are a lot of things that I have to say, that I have to put out. So y'all should probably call me before I call y'all. All right. The traffic. It's twofold. One, I think the police, they're doing their best in terms of creating a traffic plan, and we did show you that traffic plan and where traffic will be and all of that before. Two, our people, we need to be a little more disciplined, obey laws, obey the signs, number one. Number two, you also need to exercise patience. We have tourists on island. They really and truly can't navigate the back roads as good as some of us can. Some of you live in St. Lucia and you really can't drive the back roads. I don't know what you're doing there. And what you laughing at?
I cry.
Somebody says, perfect answer on the small bands. That was my exact thoughts. They should have a separate dipping. Somebody says, maybe bands declare their numbers and just let the procession be from the smallest to the largest, and that's what I'm thinking, but not from the smallest to the largest, because you dip for things, you dip for the numbers. Obviously you want to get on there first, you have more road time before the night time and all that kind of thing, so the dipping is fine. You're at an advantage if you go earlier, but I don't think the small bands are going to affect this anyway. Nexus band, I know there was a lot of behind the scenes, certain things going on, the whole dipping process and whatnot. I cannot speak to the Nexus band situation as to why they were not announced, why they were not put on the program or whatever. I cannot speak to that because I do not know what happened behind the scenes. It is unfortunate because it is a band, and I think whatever happened should have been ironed out behind the scenes by both the band and the powers that be. I think you guys should have ironed this out, see how best we can work with one another, because it's our culture. I think people make mistakes, things happen, and going forward, I don't think this should happen again. Whoever is at fault, I do not know, and I do not know if it's a case where you're wrong and I'm right, or I'm right and you're wrong. Many times we look for the you wrong and we don't look for solutions. I think it's a case where we could all work together. We made mistakes this year, like every year. There's room for improvement. That's all there is to it. And yeah, unlike the traffic, people, obey the rules. Exercise patience. Some of you all driving on another one, and in the heat of traffic, I'm not going back. Debon kuyo. You're stupid bad. All right? Any one of y'all that had blocked me with blue there, I bouncing y'all. I'm mashing up your bumper and I'm making my insurance ticket. Let me not say that. Actually, my insurance don't honor the claim. Y'all don't be left with no bumper because I'm not paying for it. Anyway, no, but jokes aside, I think we should all be a little more patient. And finally, let me, before I get into the final results, somebody says we sit at postmortem meetings and still come the following year to do the same things. I believe that some people sit at postmortem meetings, and I'll be very honest with you. They sit at postmortem meetings. Some people don't talk because they're afraid. Some people are afraid to get blacklisted. I went past that stage a long time in my life. I really don't care. I say what I'm supposed to say so that I'm comfortable doing shows the next time. If I ever have to do shows, I'm comfortable doing it. I say what I have to say. All right? And if you're going to go in to a place, do not go in to just criticize. Go into meetings with what was wrong and the solution. a suggestion at least. All right, see to it that closer to the event you remind people, make notes of it, make a document, make some sort of SOP so that we know what happens moving forward. Do those things, because otherwise it's just gonna, But again, Carnival is never without Bacchanal. It would not be Carnival if there was no Bacchanal. Before I go in, the last thing I have to tell you all is, don't do like this foolish guy sitting in front of you all there. I showed you all earlier what happened to me on the road. Look, I'll show you all again. I cry for sure. I cry for sure. Look at this. You seeing this? All this is me. And when I touch it, it's painful. All in the corner there. Y'all seeing this? Yeah. Painful. It's red. My whole body in a mess. Yeah. Yeah. All this. Yeah.
Never me again.
Never me again. Somebody says, what about plans for emergency situations at mass events? There were plans. Okay, there were plans, and they did make announcements. And before, even right here on this show, we did say there are stations there there are sober stations and medical stations. And on most of the trucks, I saw medics. I saw people on board. As a matter of fact, one of my good friends, his wife ended up breaking her leg. And the medics were right there, took care of it, and then the ambulance came through, took her to the hospital. So I dare say there were people out there, and it was announced. Okay, some of y'all will jump in up on Bacchanal so much. Y'all pass some of them sober stations like nothing, like a display. Somebody says artists need to be more original with their songs and lyrics. Always same. Nah, I'm not going to even go into this one. This one is for another story, another show. Okay, never me again. When you're going on the road, you need to learn. Because I didn't know. Even though you apply sunblock, you need to reapply. Come on, what you laughing at? When you apply sunblock, you need to reapply at some point. Somebody should have told me that before I walk through the sun and get burned like that. Somebody should have said that. Somebody said just for funny, just for fun. That's what they had there. And an old veteran like you got burnt. My girl, listen, I've not done this for years. And I went on the road, and that's what I got. Anyway, let's move on to the of the year, I want to call it. And some of y'all know y'all quick to say they cheat. That's not my business. Don't go and tell me nothing about they cheat. Y'all don't know the criteria. Y'all were not there. Too much of that. Y'all need to learn the criteria, read the criteria, and guess what? The criteria right now, it's beautiful for you because it's been made public. So you can always go through it. And if you look at it from an unbiased perspective, and when you do that, I promise you, somebody said, I think the adjustment should be implemented, especially for the Soca Monarch competition, with regard to the rules and criteria, because we have a growing vibe. I actually had a conversation with Poppy, and I'm going to bring him in for an interview later, but he did say that yes, they're watching it, and the rules are going to be set and put out there long in advance, way in advance, so everybody knows what to do. Somebody also says the sunscreen for St. Lucia Sun hasn't been made. I agree, Siobhan. I agree. All right. Yeah, I was saying, just learn the criteria and just move on and get with the program. Juve Band of the Year, people. In fourth place, Mudsters. In third place, Juve Jammers, Old Max, the legacy continued. In second place, Come to Me Tire Shop. That's Don and Pulbo and the crew. That one was Democracy Jam. And the Juve Band of the Year was Back in Time Inc. St. Lucia Carnival, a place for all. You have it right there. The Juve Band of the Year. All right. So in fourth, Mudsters. It's on the screen. You can check it out. Somebody, Springer say it louder for Venus in the back. Venus, you hear that? For Venus in the back. We all have our favorites, but sometimes, hey, our favorites won't win. All right. The time you all will see me cheat. Ever, just wait when my daughter going up for Queen Show, and you always see if I'm not cheating. My daughter winning every single category. I'm not sure. My daughter is not interested, and she would hate her father because if you're not doing good, I've always, boy, let me tell you, give a pluck, when she's not doing a good job. any one of them, I taking them out. You know, you didn't deserve to be there. Yeah, I take them out for that. So somebody says, I am biased. Ricky T won everything. There you go. And I love you for that. You know you biased, and that's it. Full stop. I have my favorites. You should have won everything. Anyway, we're moving on. Old Mass in third place. Twatine, Free Little Nose. Cuthbert Twatine, Modest. Yeah, Cuthbert Free Little Nose, Modest. My Money Invest. I saw that. That was nice. Julian Bill Cauldron, the Prime Minister in Address to the Nation. I didn't see that one. Somebody says Venus and Kess, your two favorites. And also number 2, Linus, CIP, Money for Investing. And in first place, Kennedy Boots Samuel. This one, PIP. All right, that was nice. That was nice. Okay, somebody, let's see. Okay, so let's take now in the best portrayal of, okay, individual of the year for the bands. In third place, Sapphire Paul, Tribe of 12. In third, it was Karim Sifle of Zuvu, Ghost of Mass Past, Spirit of Mass Future. In second place, it was Sharon Tanner, Tribe of 12, Madame Vaval. And in first place, Jordan Ogier, Tribe of 12. That was Individual of the Year. So on the road, unto us a child was born. Okay, that's Individual of the Year, Parade of the Bands. Then the best portrayal of theme went Just for Fun. They were in third place. Second, Legends, Carnival Band, Year of Bacchanal, that was Legends. And there was a tie for first place, that was Zuvu and Tribe of 12. Tribe of 12, Belwad X Soulier, and Zuvu, Isle of Angels. That was best portrayal of theme. Best design band, that was Fusion Mass, Pixella, that was in fourth place. In third, Just for Fun, Mass. In second place, Zuvu, Isle of Angels. And in first place, Tribe of 12, Belwad X Soulier, best design band. Mass on the Move. Mass on the Move, Just for Fun, in fourth. Legends in third. Second, Island Tribe. And first, Zuvu. That was Mass on the Move. Section of the year. It was Legends Carnival Band in third. Second, Tribe of 12. And a tie for first. Section of the year, Just for Fun, and Zuvu Carnival Band. That was wicked. Yeah, Just for Fun. Hey, we bad. Anyway, Spirit of Carnival in fourth, Legends Carnival Band. In third, Fusion. In second, Zuvu. And in first, Just for Fun. All right? So that was wicked. Spirit of Carnival. That was that. And for Parade Band of the Year, in fourth place, Legends. In third, Just for Fun. Second, Zuvu. And in first, Tribe of 12, retaining their title as Band of the Year, because they won again last year, 436 points. And in second, 423 points. Third, 392. Fourth, 387. Tribe of 12, they understand the criteria. Trust me, they know what they're doing. They're masters when it comes to that. Road match. In fourth place, you line up. In fourth place, we had Imran Nerdy, one in. All right, so give me a thing, Imran Nerdy, one in. That was in fourth place. You ready? Give me that.
Rockin', how you been? Nerdy day, don't worry. There's always two sides to the story. Tell me if it's right. I'm your fool.
Okay, pull up Mr. DJ.
Want to use for life.
In third place, Calto. I cry. That's I cry.
Big up Carlton in the place there. Mud hop. Mud rap. Mud hop. Mud rap. Mud hop. Here it is.
Pull up. All right, that was third place. Call to I Cry. In second place, we had Ricky T and HP Freak Out. Mad thing. Mad. Pull up. And in first place, Desral and Jadel, The Car.
Now dedicated to all Lucians, One season's club, One season's club. I keep on telling no, I keep on telling no, miss to wash. You have to wash the car. You have to wash the car. Wash it.
You have to wash the car. Let me tell you something. If you see we had sent Desral for Queen Show this year and Panorama, I think he would have won. It was the year of Desral. It was the year of Desral. Desral won Soca Monarch, the Power Soca, then he won the Calypso, and then he won Road March. And that was cool. And you know, people, all of a sudden, people had started coming in with the whole, how can Denry segment? Please, just stop your nonsense. All the time, everything was going through. Everybody, y'all too fast to criticize everything that happened. I've done all my criticizing in the beginning. And if y'all notice, constructive. I criticizing anybody that win. It was on the night, you bring your A game. Somebody may just have a song, and it's opinionated. Anyway, I might have a song that's better than yours according to people. But on the night, I didn't bring my A game. It was the wrong song. All right, jump high, jump low, do what you want. I'm looking forward to judging next year again. Put me in Queen Show. Put me in Soca and Groovy. Put me in everything. I hate it. All right, guys, y'all can jump high, jump low. This is who I am. This is what I do. All right, but all in all, we had an amazing Carnival season. Beautiful people. Everybody did what they had to do. Congratulations to you. So here's what I'm gonna take in a song, and I'm gonna bring in some people that are behind the scenes that y'all don't even expect that they have some sort of thing in Carnival at some point. So take me off screen, just take me off screen. Pow. And bring my video.
Yo. There is no start, walk up. Start, free up. Start, jump up. Stop, bend up. There is no start, walk up. Start, free up. Start, jump up. Stop, bend up. There is no
Take me back to my screen. I'm here. There we go. Somebody says, bro, I love you. Broadcast policy is needed. It's like a race. We are trying to outdo Dominica with the obscenities in music. I don't think so. I don't think we're, like I explained, I think it's a case where we get carried away. Sometimes we get carried away and we do certain things. The patrons ask for something and the DJ just feel like, boy, I should oblige. I should just do what they ask me for. And sometimes it's just not the best decision. Okay, guys, so when you're going out there, when you're thinking about it, like I've always said, we have a product, we have a beautiful product to send out there. Let us send it out there. Let us send it out there with pride. Nobody's supposed to be looking at us and say, hey, that's all they have. No. We have people, let me tell you, and when Carnival is said and done, listen for the R&B, listen for the zouk, listen for the reggae. We have music to heal the world. I promise you that. And good, clean music too. All right. Now, remember I said there are people behind the scenes that we don't see, and during Carnival, you figure those people are just not significant. This is not how it works. All right. We have the Royal St. Lucia Police Force as a whole, and You know, we have SSU on the road. We have traffic, especially those guys are out there on the road and you see them controlling. And you never believe that behind the scenes, somewhere out there, with the boats that coming on the edge of the water towards the carnival, and the boats that are going to be out there, and the foreigners that are out there doing things, like probably some of them not supposed to be doing, and all of that. We must have people out there taking care of that end of things to keep us safe and to make sure that St. Lucia stays beautiful and marketable. All right, I'm talking about the Coast Guard. Our Royal St. Lucia Police Force, our Coast Guard. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good
Morning to you.
Let me tell you, they sent us 2 gentlemen this morning, and boy, yeah, and they sent me food. I appreciate you, Kamal, and give y'all had breakfast?
Of course.
Oh, well, there you go. Let's hold your mic closer. They had breakfast. Y'all enjoy it. Look at me. I got breakfast going on there. Guys, welcome to Vybe Radio. That man ain't no stranger to Vybe Radio. That man is one of the people who won you were involved in the fun sports, right? Yeah. Rugby, that's right. He took part in the rugby, and he was there with us for the... Let me tell you, and it's coming back again, just so you guys know, we have rugby, not rugby, we have fun sports coming again, so prep the Coast Guard, Coast Guard have to bring their team.
Definitely.
Yeah, gentlemen, you know, kudos to you. A lot of the time we don't recognize you and what you do. You always somebody says, what about pan on the road, and how come it's so few pan yards were part of the panorama? We're going to get into that. Make sure you return just now with answers. You know me, I got you all. I have answers for everything. Yeah, I was saying those guys are there and they're on the water doing their stuff, sometimes even in the night time when all of you are sleeping and you all don't expect that crime is going on. Those are the guys abducting some of those criminals and endangering their lives on the waters. How was Carnival for you all?
Well, Carnival for us is always hectic, a lot of hard work. We always have to patrol the waterfront area because, you know, we have a lot of vessels who come to that area and just occupy.
Mm-hmm.
And so the role of the Marine Police at that time in Carnival is to ensure that whatever that is happening on the waterfront, sea-wise, is done safely and properly. And so this year's Carnival, luckily for us, we didn't have too many incidents. But normally and generally, Carnival is a time when we work very, very, very hard.
I can very well imagine. Yes, so Carnival was good for you this year?
Carnival was good. Carnival was good. I personally really enjoyed Carnival. And it's not only about work for us, but it's also about having fun. So that work-fun balance was there. I saw a lot of things, and I enjoyed a lot of things. And we had a safe Carnival, generally. So for me, it was a good Carnival.
There you go. And it is, you see, when we can say things like that, you know, I mean, like I said earlier, it was very unfortunate, you know, on the first day, a young man lost his life. A stabbing happened, and it was just sad. And it says nothing good. But, you know, let's count our blessings too. I think that was the biggest incident that we had. You know, and I can very well imagine that aside from you guys being on the side there are people standing on the side there who just might fall between those boats. Or anything. Have you all ever had an incident like this one where somebody fell in?
Well, it happened before, but it didn't happen this time around, thank God. Persons, you know, during Carnival, persons consume a lot of alcohol, and so persons are generally acting in a way that they're not supposed to. And standing on the edge of the waterfront is dangerous. I mean, in the past, we've had vehicles who have gone into the water. And so, but it was very good this year.
But thankfully, that was a good thing, yeah. So, guys, that was Coast Guard in Carnival. But let me tell you what. Right now, I didn't bring them in for that. I brought them in because there's something going on. And a lot of us, like I said, we don't know the behind the scenes. We don't know what's happening. A lot of the times, we criticize our police force. We talk about them and, boy, them fellas could have done that, and them fellas should have done that, and them fellas, and we never think that those guys too deserve a mental day. Those guys too deserve some rest. Those guys too, when we are asleep and we think that nothing went on and we woke up to a beautiful morning, they averted crime. They stopped, they prevented something from happening that would mess with our mornings, all right? So this morning, we brought you here. I want you to put up the flyer for me. We brought you here because something nice is happening for the Coast Guard, all right? And we want the public to know about it. Before I finish my carnival this morning, we want the public to know about it. So tell us a little bit about what's going on.
So we are celebrating Tila Day. And Tila Day is a very, very big occasion for us. Tila Day symbolizes when the police marine unit was handed over from British control to local control. And this is an event that we celebrate on the last Friday of every month. And we will be celebrating it, the last Friday, of every July.
Right.
And we will be celebrating it this coming Thursday, next Thursday.
Right.
So for us, it's a big event. But it's not only a day for us, but we're celebrating till a week.
Right.
We have a whole week of activities all geared towards that event.
Right. And navigating challenges with strength and unity. That's the theme for this year. All right. So what are some of the things we can expect from the Tila week that's coming up?
Like you said, sometimes we as officers, we have to find some time to have some fun, have some downtime. So we're kicking off our week of activities with Around the Island.
Right.
I think there's nothing more Lucian than Around the Island.
I'm telling you,
So definitely tomorrow we will be kicking off Around the Island. So members of the police marine unit are going around to basically do some sightseeing and do what we know happens on Around the Island. So we're kicking off with that. Sunday this week, we're also having a church service in Canaries. The intention is to go down and, of course, have mass with the parishioners of the Catholic Church in Canaries. And afterwards, we're going to have a fun day. Now, that fun day entails a football competition. It starts off with a football competition.
Right.
Where our officers and, of course, officers from the MAC police are going to come together to pass a chalet on the Canaries football team. And not a little chalet, Pringles, a heavy chalet. We're going to show these guys policing is not only about being on the streets with guns, but as police officers, we're full of skill.
Right.
Full of things. So
we know that.
Yeah, definitely. And you would know that.
We know that.
Yeah. So we're definitely looking forward to that. And afterwards, we have a little cricket competition. Sadly, I know West Indies has not been performing the best.
But you're going to show them how to bat.
We're going to show West Indies what St. Lucia is made of and what the police force is made of. So we're going to have our cricket competition. And the rest of the day is just going to be fun.
So what does the public fit in? Will the public be able to, aside from the football, and tell us where we can join you, have fun with you, see what you do? Is there an open day going on for the public?
Okay, so what will happen next week is we will have what you call a day where the public can come in and to view what we have on showcase for them. Because, like you know, a lot of persons do not really know what we do. And so the public is invited to come on Tuesday, on Monday at Constitution Park. They will come in and we'll have persons out there to showcase what we really do. Okay, we have a number of areas at the department that we work on. We have the navigation department. We have the engineering department. A lot of persons might just see the vessels operating, but they don't know that behind the scenes we have our own guys who fix the boats when they break down. And I could tell you that they break down often. And so we have a lot of competent guys. So it's just a day so that the public can have an appreciation as to what we do and how we do the stuff that we do. Okay, like I said, Pringles, earlier, we have the notion, the public has the notion that the Marine unit or the Coast Guard is not really relevant. In fact, some persons even refer to us as port police.
Yeah, that's not good.
And so we invite persons to come on Monday at Constitution Park to view and to learn and get a better appreciation as to what we really do.
Right. And it's very important that you know that. And I am one of the firm believers of community policing. Okay, I believe that when you're out there doing certain things and letting the public know that we are not your enemies, we are actually your friends, and you can speak to us. And granted, we have had some issues with some police officers, you know, and like I've always said right here, they're human beings too. I'm not making excuses for police officers. There are some bad apples in everything that we do. Okay? However, when you think of the fact that some of those guys are out there and they get shot at, any of you all ever got shot at on a boat?
I can't disclose that.
You see it? They get shot at and all kind of thing.
It happens.
It has happened, yeah? Yeah, and I'm saying, and this is what happens, you know, when you have those guys endangering their lives and all of that. Sometimes we have to think that when you end up meeting with some of them out there, it is a case where, boys, sometimes they've had a bad day too. So, you know, sometimes when you meet a police officer, not sometimes, all the time when you meet anybody in authority, I've always said that sometimes you may feel that you're right to behave the way you do on this radio station. You know, we always say with our traffic program, we always say, if you think you're being treated badly, there is a place to go for that, but we will never encourage anybody to disrespect the law. Even though a police officer approach you in a way that you deem is wrong, it does not give you a right to disrespect the uniform and start blasting and cursing, because generally, even obscene language, so not even a police officer, it's on the book, it's on the criminal code. Obscene language, cursing up another person, a civilian in public, it's actually a criminal offense, and you can get charged for that. Remember that.
Thank you for that, Pringles. You mentioned being shot at, but a lot of times persons don't realize that police officers are verbally abused.
Oh, yeah.
A lot. Police officers are cursed at, shouted behind. So you find sometimes we tend to focus on bulletproof vests and, you know, the police not getting shot, but we tend to forget the mental aspect to it. And I can tell you, police officers are abused verbally. So this is all part of what we're trying to address with our TLD, just giving the officers some time to, you know, just to wind down, just to relax, you know, to get away from that negative environment, and just have some fun, have some good fun.
And have the public meet them, yeah?
Just to add on what Sergeant Chico just said, police officers, we operate under a highly stressful environment. And so persons generally see police officers as aggressors. So as soon as you approach somebody, they always believe that the police is the aggressor. And so
they start to defend themselves in advance.
So it puts us in a situation where if we are not being professional, or if we don't know what to do, it puts us in a situation where there's always a confrontation.
Right.
And so, like Sergeant Chico said, our Tiller Day is aimed at trying to, you know, to reduce on that perception.
Right.
Because the police are here to serve and protect the citizens of St. Lucia.
There you go.
And everybody in St. Lucia.
And
so it's not always often that there's a need for the confrontation.
Yeah, and that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate that, and things like that. People, we jump our carnival and we give things. And I always say to you guys, there are things that we forget that happens aside from carnival, aside from Christmas. When we're talking about the youth and how we support them, you know, we need to go out there, support them. When we're talking about the police, get to know what police, and this is something for us too, it's an exercise for us too, get to know what they can and cannot do, get to know what they should be doing, ask questions, because there are some questions that some people ask us sometimes during our traffic watch program on a Friday, and you ought to know those things. So ask questions. This is a good day to ask, okay, so those high-powered boats you'll have on there, how come sometimes them fellas outrunning your boats and find out them one have about 4 engines?
Who said that?
Them fellas can outrun you all again?
Outrun who?
Hey!
Can't outrun us, man. Can't outrun
Y'all
us.
ain't that.
Outrun who?
Hey!
No,
Hey!
no.
Get to know our
Hey.
police.
Yes, definitely.
I like that. I like that. So you see, guys, so those are the things we should know. Support the police. We're gonna give you a quick rundown again. So what is going on, where you can join, and I know I'm going to be going to the unit. Tell us where you guys are located, because a lot of people know where Central is, because some of them been arrested and everything already. Some of them, some of them know where SSU. They know Chesterfield, but a lot of people don't know where the Marine unit is located. You know, so tell us.
Well, I could tell you quite a few of them know where we are located.
Because they've been arrested too.
When we take the vessels, they find them themselves on the base. But we are located in the Vybe Cove.
Yeah.
That's past, what's the name of that restaurant?
Coalport Restaurant.
Past Coalport Restaurant, going right down into the hole. You will not miss it, because you will see all the boats.
All the boats
All
and
the
vehicles.
I've tried to outrun it.
Try to, yeah.
Tried to outrun it.
They are right there. All those who have tried before, like, they are right there. So as soon as you could see these boats, you know that, hey, you're approaching the Coast Guard.
Right, there you go. There you go. So go on down there. So it's an open day on the square. On
Constitution Park.
On Constitution Park,
on
sorry.
Monday.
On Monday.
yes.
From what time?
From 9 a.m.
From 9?
Yes, from 9 a.m.
Okay, so from 9 on Constitution Park, open day, Monday 20th. You've seen it right there. Yep. Open day, you guys can see it on the screen. So check them out. Go ask some questions. Go see what's available. I'm sure some of you guys will be in uniform.
Definitely.
Yeah, in uniform.
Be in uniform.
Well clad down.
Sundays are also a big day for us too.
What's going on Sunday?
Church service.
Oh yeah, the
Church
church
service
service.
in Canaries. So we're inviting persons to join us at Mass on Sunday in Canaries, and of course, come see the police pastor Charlotte on the guys ancillary playing field.
So you're all playing against the ancillary fellas?
Canaries. Yes.
The Canaries fellas?
Yes.
The Canaries football squad?
Canaries football fellas, yes.
Police go give them a plug.
Yeah, give us a plug.
I see them, man. Y'all go give them a plug.
Definitely.
Y'all go give them a plug.
Yeah.
You playing?
Yeah, no, I'm in the back. On the bench,
If it's rugby, you in that.
If it's rugby, I'm in that.
You in that. We should challenge them to rugby one day.
They'll lie.
They might not survive. They might not survive.
They probably don't have enough insurance coverage for that.
Yeah, so guys, check it out. So Sunday is a big day, Canaries Mass. All right, Monday, go down to Constitution Park, have a blast, ask some questions, see what they do. I, for one, I know I'm going. I know I want to come into the unit. You know what I want to do? I want to go on one of those fast boats. And I want to go on the water. I want to go on the, put on my siren even. You know, woo, woo. Fellas, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Yeah, give me the siren. Woo, woo, woo. Let me tell you what I want to do. I want to do, before anything, I want to ride a police motorbike from the north, from Castries to the north of the island with my siren on. I want to do that. I want to drive an ambulance from the north to OKU or Tapio with my siren on. I want to drive one of the police van. And now I want to do the boat. I want to do one of those boats on the water with my siren on.
But Pringles, I have one that's even better for you.
Talk to me.
You should ride a police jet ski from Saint Lucia to Martinique. That's where it is, man.
I feel cool.
Yeah, that's where
Send
it is.
me!
Yes.
Send me! As a matter of fact, fellas, I think we should do that.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we should do that, record that, show people it can happen. And they cannot outrun our jet ski.
They cannot.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Look.
Cannot outrun us.
As a matter of fact, people, let me tell you, this is my goal in life. I want to do one of each of those things. All right? Everyone, I'm going to come back and report to you guys. This is what it is. But this procedure, it is not as easy as you think. I promise you all that. Okay? I used to be a cadet and it was not as easy. So imagine police doing that thing. So guys, good luck. All right? We're looking forward to good things. And don't forget, this place here, this is your home. You want to share some news. You want people to know what's going on. You want to do a program. Get to know the police. We are here. Okay, we are here.
But Pringles, I can tell you, this place is really a vibe.
It is a vibe.
This is a vibe.
It is a vibe.
It's sad that the persons can't really see what the setup is here like, but
Right.
guys, it's a vibe. It's not only Vibe Radio on the radio, but it's actually a vibe.
It's a vibe. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, it's actually my first time on a
On a radio station?
On a radio station. So
And imagine you hit the best one first.
The best one.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you can't get spoiled like that nowhere else. I just want you to know that.
I mean, to get breakfast. I never expected breakfast.
You understand? What Saj say? Hey, I should come here more often.
Don't expose us. Don't expose us.
So I appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much for coming in. Somebody say, yeah, this made part of my bucket list there. Yeah? It's on the bucket list, and I'm doing each one. All right. Good luck. I will see you guys during the course of next week, God willing. I will be there. I will do a little drive-by on the... Well, let me not say that. Next year I get shot for that. Yeah. I will do a little drop-off on Monday. Come by to see what's going on Constitution Park. And then I'm going to visit... I'm going to visit the unit in the VG Cove. All right? I'm going to visit the unit and hopefully I can go live and show you guys I'm on a boat. All right? It's coming.
Definitely.
To live near you. All right, so guys, anything else you want to say before you get out?
I just want the viewers to come out and celebrate with us because Tila Day is a very, very important time for us. It's a moment where we celebrate having the rule of the Royal Navy, the British Royal Navy,
right,
move to local command.
Yes.
And so that is the reason why we celebrate every year in July. That wonderful occasion where the local people of St. Lucia took command of the Police Marine Unit.
Because you're all made independent in July.
Yes. It's very important to us, and that's why we have a list of activities, a week of activities, and we're asking persons to just join us on the days that they can, especially on Sunday and Monday. On Thursday, God's willing, is the grand celebration where we have the Tila Day activities, where we have our awards and so on and so forth, where we recognize hard work for the last year and stuff like that. So we're asking the general public to support us and, of course, try to get a better understanding of what the Coast Guard does and how we do what we do.
There you go, guys. And I think it's a good move. It's happening during the summer. The kids are on break, so it's a good thing to bring those children to see what's going on. Some of you have summer camps and you do all those little trips and whatnot. You can make a stop at Constitution Park. Show them, because a long time ago, police was one at the top of the list. When you ask a child, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a police. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a pilot. I want to be a fireman. Those are the things that were at the forefront. I think it's still a great profession. Bring the children to see what they're missing. All right? Remember that. All right? I have a question to answer. Somebody put up there from early. The guys are going off here, but let me just answer that so that we all can go off together. Somebody says, wow, that's awesome, and I will miss it this year. Don't worry, we'll make videos for you. Yes, somebody was asking, what about pan on the road, and how come is so few pan yards were part of Panorama? Mr. Pringles, make sure you return with answers. The thing about it is, Panorama this year saw a record crowd, record numbers. As a matter of fact, all the events, even King and Queen of the Bands. And at some point, you have to understand that you, the patrons, are responsible too. A lot of the time, and I've been to Panorama, I've emceed Panorama and everything, and a lot of time, you don't come out to support. Because it's Panorama, it's not I'm not going. Some of you don't go out to support. All right? And just like King and Queen of the Bands, thankfully this year, there was a turn and you guys came out and that was beautiful. Some of the panyards, some people broke up. I heard that Diamond Steel, they're making a comeback for next year. Hopefully that is going to happen. I know the shed has been rebuilt. I know that for sure. I'm a Masha boy. I know that. It's been rebuilt. And I know they're getting set to start back again. All the John Bass and Ross and Imran, Panman and Botta and all them fellas getting set to play Pan again. And we need to also stop seeing Pan as a Malay waiting. Yes, Pan started out where a lot of people were taken from the ghetto. I tell you a lot of the time, Pan rescued some young people from the ghetto. I know that for a fact. All right? But you're kind of looking down on Pan. You look down on Pan. Get the children into it. Get more schools doing it. The powers that be. Do what CPMC did this year. They brought more to the youth, because the only way to carry on is if we teach the youth, if we hand it over, if we pass the baton, stop hoarding everything and hogging it up for yourselves. Teach the children, put them in the panyards. How you say, the corporate society. If you can sponsor, start getting some pan sides in the schools. Okay, so that the children are there and you have more young people getting in, and so the interest is there. It's just like I say to you all for Calypso. I believe that Calypso, when it comes to the Calypso and the Calypsonians, you okay there? Give me a screen. Give me a screen. Let me send. Okay, yeah. One of my officers need to get some. I was saying, you need to get people into this thing. You need to start passing it on. I see a lot more younger people, they're getting into this. Let's start encouraging that, and let's encourage participation. Participation is a thing. We criticize and we say, why they not this and why they not that and why they look at him try and creep. You think they'll not catch you? Watch them catch you. Say, mate, go for it. Yeah. Why they not this and why they not that? How come some of us are not supporting? The same way we getting on and saying, play local music, play this and play that and play that. But when local music is played in a fete, you're not dancing. If there is a big show with only local artists, you're not coming. Hey, how is me? On a whole $80 for them fellas, but you all can pay $300 or 2 foreign artists. You understand what I'm saying? So we must. Somebody says, now tell, how come the junior soca songs weren't played? Love, I can't sit here and answer all your questions today. Like I said, this is an ongoing conversation. It's an ongoing conversation, and so we need to have those conversations throughout. Yeah, you're going to stick in it. I see you going to stick in it. I'm doing all kind of Jimmy flicks there. We need to have those conversations throughout the year. We only get those questions. We only hear those conversations when Carnival is there. When Carnival is done, you'll forget local. You'll forget local music. You'll forget local bands. You'll forget the artists, everything. You'll forget anything St. Lucia. All right, so whatever you do, let's keep that going. Somebody says, Pringles touch on most of the issues that most steel bands face in St. Lucia. Sponsorship is heavy. Exactly. Sponsorship is another heavy factor. And this is so true. You know, some of the corporate society, I'm telling you all, and I'm going to put that out there, and one or two of them might get vexed. I care. When I contact some of those people for sponsorship for a children's event, it's like pulling teeth. Pulling teeth. I promise you, if I have a shack, february film, thong, and thing there, I'm getting sponsors. Okay? I guess that's what sells. Okay? And jump high, jump low. This is what happens. That's what sells. And sometimes, more than Sally and your parfait, come on, we'll bring it for you. All right? And sometimes, we are the biggest culprits. All right? Sometimes, we are the ones putting certain things down. So let's get into it. Corporate society, you're listening. All right? Let's get it together too. Okay? So that's it for me. Just in case you're thinking I have a guest, an artist this morning. No, I don't have an artist this morning. I kept you all there. And the next time I'm going live, we will be announcing who won the trip to Dominica in October. That's what we will be announcing. Who on the trip to Dominica in October? Y'all didn't think I was there. I'm watching y'all. I'm watching who has been signing in all week. I'm watching who has been there religiously. I'm watching who has been doing everything, who has been sharing it, whose notifications on. I'm watching who y'all share every single thing with. I'm watching. We've been watching. We're just not saying anything. Travel and Leisure Center, good morning to you. All right, I told you all, something is coming. Chances are, somebody might be going to Miami Carnival too, but you must have a passport and a visa. You never know with Vybe Radio. That's how we operate. All right, so once again, let me say thank you very much to all of you. You've been there, and we have some other big things coming, so keep it locked. Like, subscribe, share. Don't forget, we're on YouTube. We're on TikTok. Search for Vybe Radio at Real Talk with Pringles, but you can also search for Vybe Radio on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. We are there. All right, and viberadio.com, you can always view it live. And 725-2455, that's our number, 758-725-2455, WhatsApp. You can send us a WhatsApp right there. All right, Soup say, hey, look, my boy, Soup. Soup, I go pick you up, go. I go pick you up, because we know you can do Mega J to Mega J. You made me do that, you forced me. It means we can go where we're going, okay? We there, my boy, we there. I tell them already, yeah, we're doing everything. So get into it and get ready. You have a bad tune for me there? What bad tune? What bad tune you have for me there? So people, thank you very much. Don't forget, I was saying, Vybe Radio, Battle Paintball SLU, Reed Consultancy, Structure Inc., Soca the Ultimate, good morning to you. Island Sound Crew, who am I saying? Travel and Leisure Center. And don't forget to check out High Tension Hit List. That's on the SoundCloud and on YouTube. It's High Tension, nothing, St. Lucia Carnival, nothing sweeter than that, part 1. High Tension is on. All right? Take me out of there. Give me a dancing guy and give me music.
In the middle, I want to go down in the middle.
Right there.
In the place where the girl and them present with Saturday. In the middle, I feel like we'll jam in the middle. Right there, start the trend. See me getting on with me friend and then
Kankatang, 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 do I be again? Start the thing, cause I'm ready for the girl there. Find yourself in the bacchanal section. Over there in the bacchanal section. Hands on your knees, roll up your bam bam. From I see that, I want to go
in the middle, I want to go down in the middle. Right there, in the place where the girl and them present with Saturday. In the middle, I feel like we'll jam in the middle. Right there.